Here we go. DRTV comes at you live tonight. Blue Streak Racing. We're doing their All-Star 150. Looks like we got 20 plus cars out here tonight. Up in the booth with me, we got Chris Robbins. Chris, what do you think is going to happen here tonight?
Hey there, Rich. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting race from what I've seen in the 5 heat races. Very promising. The 38 of Austin Finney looked very, very fast.
I hear that. So we're running the Aero 88 mod tonight. Should be a pretty good field. I know earlier in their heat races they had I think 5 or 6 different heat races. I think only a couple of them actually hit the wall or hit each other. Pretty clean races during the heat. So hopefully we're going to see some good green flag racing here tonight as well.
Yeah, definitely. There were a couple of heat races. They got a little racy. Not really, they didn't need to, but you know how races are. And I think, you know, hopefully if people realize it's a long race, you know, get some, you know, laps spread out a little bit. And I'd love to see it go green flag from start to end. That's what I'd love to see.
Yeah, that definitely would be nice. Sitting here at Richmond International Raceway tonight. Should be some good side-by-side racing through the corners, down the front straights, back straights as well. It's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be patient enough or how things are gonna take off pretty quickly, or whether they're gonna just lay back and wait till they get towards the end of the race. I think pit strategy is probably gonna play a big part in this tonight as well.
I think if we get a untimely caution for some guys that have strategies, always could play an issue or, you know, play into their strategy. You know, I do have about 5 guys that I was watching out there during the heat races. I'm thinking the 88 of Jim Black was looking pretty good. Not showing any favorites or nothing, but I just, you know, from watching the races, the heat races, let's see, who else did? Oh, the 38 Austin Finney, of course. The 40 Jack Strosky was running up there, you know, through the heat races, moving on up. So, you know, I got about 3 or 4 guys. Corey Deal, you know, a last-minute entry. Frank Bennett couldn't make the race, so Corey Deal's taking his place. So, should be an interesting race, to say the least.
I hear that. I want to go ahead and, before we get started too much, go ahead and give a shout-out to all the sponsors we have here tonight. Of course, we're dealing with Blue Streak Motorsports. And one of their series they're running tonight in this special event is the All-Star Racing Group, also known as ASRG. Broadcast is brought to you by DRTV, Sim Racing Television. We also have a couple graphics crews involved here tonight. First one's Off the Wall Graphics. Also, Wicked Designs and AGD Graphics as well. Of course, since we're running on SBP's tracks tonight, SBP, the leader in our 2003 tracks, running a nice track tonight. And of course this couldn't be done at all without NRT Game Race Servers, so big hands out to all of them. And then for our major sponsor of the event is Lucas Oil Products. So good to see a lot of people involved in this event.
You always got to have the sponsors, Rich. Without the sponsors, nothing basically happens.
Nope. Am I live? Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's working loud and clear.
Yeah, I had a sticky key on a live mic or something. All right, I'm back in control.
See, there you go, folks. Technical malfunctions. No one's impervious to it.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. So we're watching them out here now running a little bit of practice. Looks like a little door banging going on early already. I don't know if that's going to lead into the event. Maybe we got some tempers flaring already, but hopefully they get it under control before we go green.
Well, you know, I did talk to the 97 of Corey Deal in his heat race. Him in the 40, I do believe, got a little into each other, and the 97 got right into the deal there. But hopefully, the drivers are going to see and realize 150 laps. It's a long race. I like to see a lot of give and take, and then last 20, seeing really the give and take start to be more taken and less given. More so probably. What do you think, Rich?
Oh, most definitely. I agree with you 100% there.
And if the stars align and the planets all coincide and cats and dogs live together in harmonious life together, we'll have a green flag race from start to finish. That would be a most joyous thing to watch. No yellows.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's always good when we get a lot of green flag racing, and it's going to make pit strategy a lot more important. If they get too many yellow flags, obviously, the pit strategy is not going to be such a big deal. But it still could play later on in the race, so it's going to be interesting to see who all's left towards the end of this thing and if pit strategy is really going to matter or not.
That is true. There was a couple late entries. I don't even think they ran their heat races or in a heat race, and it was the 015 or the 15X of Denny Carroll, the 83 of PJ Peltier, 22 Justin McLeod. I don't recall, or maybe the 22 was, but the 83 and the 15X, I don't even think they got to run their heat race. They just showed up for the feature. So I haven't even seen them run. No idea, how they're going to run out there.
Yeah, 10-4. I hear that. Hopefully they get enough practice in out here now, and hopefully they're getting to race next to a couple of these other drivers that have had their heat races, and they've got some time on this track tonight, so maybe they can pick up the speed and get up to the speed with everybody else.
Well, it is practice, so I'm sure they're going to be out there getting some laps in. I see the 22 out there right now, Justin McLeod. He's out there getting some laps in. 83's out there actually as well. PJ Peltier looking good, solid. One guy I forgot to mention was actually the 33 of Martin Karch. He was fast in practice, fast in his heat. I'm not going to call him a dark horse, but I don't think you never count the 33 out. He's from what I've seen, he's always fast.
Yeah, Martin has a way of finding out, where to be on the track and when to use that gas and when to use that brake at the right moments, when to coast, when not to. He's real good at getting every inch out of that track that he can, and he's always a competitive driver.
That is true. I have had the privilege of racing with Martin, along with a lot of these other guys. I've not raced with a lot of them, or out here, or everyone, I should say. But I have raced with a fair amount of them, and from what I've seen, a lot of good, good group of guys. There's a lot of fast guys. You're always going to have your middle of the pack guys and the guys that run in the rear. But as an overall group, very fun. Very give and take, if you want to call it that. It's a fun league to race in if anyone's looking for, a nice, sort of kind of laid-back league, really, and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, most definitely. They're just now getting their feet wet with the iRacing stuff, and of course they do the dirt short tracks and also some asphalt short tracks. This is kind of like their big event of the year so far, so this is really important to a lot of these guys out here.
So I was calling these the street stocks earlier. That is correct, right? Street stocks running at Richmond tonight.
Well, they're actually Aero 88, so it's really like the 1988 version of the Cup cars.
Right. Okay. How about the 45 of Mike Masters? What do you? Everywhere I've seen Mike run, he's always pretty fast. Really didn't show a lot too much in his heat race, so. But from what I've seen, he always gets up to the front. So what can you tell us about the 45?
Well, to be honest, DRTV, this is our first event with this league out here tonight. Now, I know that a couple of the guys that run this league, including Mike and Joe, obviously being the league owners and whatnot, they should be pretty patient drivers and pretty honest drivers. I don't think you're going to see too many bad things out of them tonight. I think they'll probably contain themselves pretty well. unless they get in a bad situation. And then of course, that always adds to the mix and changes people who they are. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how all these guys work out together tonight.
Exactly, that is correct. I was talking about Martin Karch. If you look at the practice speeds, looks like that 33 is at the top of the heap right now.
Yeah, most definitely. It looks like they're getting all lined up and whatnot. They're doing a little bit different tonight than what a lot of people do. They're not going to be qualifying here. They had their qualifying heat races earlier. What's going to happen now is they're going to get the cars out on the track, out on pit road, and probably go around the track. First lap, they're going to kind of take it nice and slow and easy, and then they're going to get in the order that they actually won on, you might say, from their heat races. And then by the second lap around, the leader should take the green and we should be underway. So it's going to be a little bit slow getting it started, getting all these drivers lined up to where they're supposed to be.
Yes, if I recall, I do believe you are correct. They're going to do basically get the cars on the track. They're going to go green flag, but everybody's going to stay at pace speed, and then line up the cars in the order they finished their heat races. That's why they ran the 5 heat races to determine their starting spots for the feature. They'll get lined up, and then they'll do I guess what you say, the leader starts the race, if you will, something along those lines. I do believe that's what they're going to do.
Yes, definitely so. And TeamSpeak seems to be acting up on me.
I'd just like to give a shout out right now, Rich. Though we got 15 viewers watching the stream. Hey, if you know anybody else that might want to watch a nice, awesome race, the All-Star 150 in the street stocks, the Aero 88 mod, by all means, share that link, get it out there. The more the merrier. We'd love to have more people watching.
Yeah, most definitely. Sorry about that little glitch again. It seems that I'm having sticky button issues for some reason.
Rich, I think if you clean your keyboards, you may not have that issue.
I hear that, man. I don't have that issue. I don't know what the deal is here.
Mine does that. I have the Dell keyboards, and so sometimes, for whatever reason, they do actually tend to stick. It's just a certain, one or two keys for whatever reason, but never my top key, thankfully. So I guess I can be thankful of that. But yeah, I'd like to give a shout out though. I got my buddy Sean. He's out there in Pennsylvania, outskirts of Philadelphia somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but he's watching the stream. He watches a lot of races. He's still sort of kind of contemplating on maybe actually getting into the racing. I've not quite talked him into it, but he's definitely watching the stream. I know I got some other people that usually watch, when I stream my normal, league races, Rich, from my view, people are watching. So, hey, shout out, guys. Glad you guys came on over here. This should be an awesome race. I'm excited. The All-Star 150 is about ready to get going. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not meaning to leave you hanging here, Chris. Having some issues. I don't know if I dropped off the server or not, but I'm coming back.
Roger. Yeah, right now from the stream, anyways, it looks like it's got the Blue Streak Speedbowl 1 advertisement up. Hopefully everything... It shows live, though, so, it is showing live for me.
Oh yeah, we're still live. It's just one of my camera computers took a nosedive on me, but it's coming back.
There you go, folks. You think it's easy putting on one of these races, broadcasting and announcing. It's not as easy as 1 + 1 = 2. It's more like 1xy plus 2xz = 40xzy or whatever. You got to figure it out. Yeah, sticky key on your mic again or whatever. There you go, Rich.
Well, I can tell you from watching camera one right now, they're still getting their stuff together. Probably going through a little bit of a driver's meeting and whatnot. Still sitting in practice as far as I can see, so we're not missing out on anything yet.
Yeah, from what I can see, looks like they're just going probably with some last minute driver rules and what to do and what not to do. We are definitely have not started, but definitely going to be starting here real soon. But thanks for all the people watching. Like I said, feel free to post that link up on your Facebook and say, hey, come watch some good racing. It should be a nice race tonight.
So while we're waiting on them,
User joined your channel.
while we're waiting on them to go and get this race started, we'll go ahead and take this to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Drivers, to your cars.
And there you have it. Looks like they're getting their cars lined up out on the track.
You are correct, Rich. We are getting the cars lined up on the track.
Drivers, start your engines!
Looks like they just got drivers start their engines, rolling on out the track.
So it looks like our pole sitter is going to be the 22 of Justin McLeod.
Drivers,
Oh,
to your cars.
looks like they're resetting us. Going back through the field.
I don't think the 22 is going to be on the pole. I do believe it should be the 38 of Austin Penny. When they get out on the track, they go take the green flag. They'll line up from their heat race.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They're going to come back in pits and then call them out in the right position. That's correct.
Yep. Yes, Rich. I do believe that's what they're going to do. But going on to the grid, they really cannot control, obviously, where they start. So that's pretty much how they have to do it. So, but there's a lot of laps and stuff in the race, so it'll be good.
Drivers, start your engines!
Looks like we're getting some reports of the video being a little jumpy, but trust me, folks, Rich is hard at work over there, making sure everything is going to work smooth as silk. As you can see, the cars are rolling onto the track. They're going to go around and take the green flag. And then after they take the green flag, they will line up the cars in the order they finished during their 5 heat races that they had. That was the whole point of running the heat races. As you can see, the cars are going to be going to the low side of the track, single file. And everything is going to be working out proper. Hey there, Cane Freak. Yes, sir. So far, on my end, everything's working good on my end, just letting you know. I get a little stop and go here and there, but we got picture-in-picture going on. Hopefully everything is going to be working good. Give a shout out to Angie. Hey there, Angie. Seeing she's watching the race. Hey there, Ron Jr. Ron Sr.'s watching the race. Nice to see you guys.
Doing some modifications there. I think some of the issue is that the bandwidth that I'm eating up going through there running on both streams is taking a little bit of a hit, but hopefully this should be clearing up here shortly. So it looks like we're getting them lined up down here at the pit exit.
That is correct. Looks like we are getting the field lined up.
Starting first row inside lane is going to be the 38. Outside looks like it's going to be the 88. Second row back inside lane is going to be the number 40, followed by the outside of the 15. Inside row 3 is going to be the number 26 tonight. Outside partner is going to be the number 7. Inside fourth row back is going to be the number 49. And next to him in his passenger door is going to be the 33 of Martin. Looks like fifth row back is going to be the 45, Mike Massey. Outside same row should be, oh, it looks like 45 is moving up to the outside next to Martin. Looks like they're swapping some people around a little bit on us. Yeah, I don't think they're in the right order. I think they're still working that out. We're going to let them play this out and just kind of watch and see how it goes.
Yeah, I just think we have a couple people not quite in where they need to be. That's what it looked like to me anyways, but they'll get it sorted out, rest assured, and then they will be green flag racing here at the All-Star 150.
So as they went across the line there, it looks like we should have the field straightened out correctly. The 38 is our pole sitter. The 88's outside row 1. 40's going to be inside of row 2, followed by the outside on number 15. Inside row 3 looks like the 26, outside number 7. Then we go back to 5, 45, 49, and 42, and that's going to be your top 10 cars. Looks like we might be going green this time by.
I do believe this time around we are going to be going green. So really you're going to be looking at 147 laps, but you know, it probably took them another lap or so to get things ironed out.
Looks like there's still a little bit of shuffling going on in the back end.
I was just going to mention that, Rich. Looks like we got a little 3 wide action going on back there.
So who are you looking at's going to run away with this thing tonight?
Well, I don't know if anyone's going to run away with it, but I'll tell you what, that 38 of Austin Finney was looking awfully strong. The 40 of Jack Strosky was looking good in his heat race. Jim Black, Corey Deal. I mean, some of these guys I just don't know that well. I've not seen them race, so I bet you it's probably going to be about 8 or 10 cars. Who knows? Maybe even more that could win this race.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see. I think a lot's going to happen in the first 5 laps. We're going to really get to see who's going to be patient, who's going to be a little bit aggressive this early in the race. They did not take the green last time by. We're running out of turn 2 right now coming down the backstretch, so maybe this time by we should be going green.
They are looking like lined up, single, double file, all the way back. What do we got, about 10 rows, 12 rows, 11 rows, something like that?
Yeah, we got a 23-car field here tonight at Richmond, and in practice I know I saw a lot of 2 wide, even some 3 wide, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do once they get rolling.
Well, I tell you what, Rich, I'm going to hang out near the back of the pack, and I'm going to be watching those guys to see if any of these guys make any crazy moves.
And there they go. Austin takes the green flag this time by. They're spreading out already. The 40's going in low, and he looks like he's going to take second place over, but the 88's going to fight back for it. Meanwhile, the 38 gets a good 3-4 car jump linked out in front of everybody else, and there they go down the backstretch.
Wow, just as I said, that 38, Austin Penny, he's just not joking. He's here to play. I'm not really saying none of the other guys are not here to play, but that 38 looking strong, along with that number 40. Who is that? Jack Strosky. What I tell you, 38 and 40 out there in the lead. We are under yellow.
Not sure who got involved in that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rich, from what I can gather, it looked like the 42 of Mike Kelbley. He might have had some working issues going on because he was gone there for a couple brief moments, and then he's down, comes back, he's down on the track going a little sideways. So I think it was nothing more than a warping action. I'll tell you what, Rich, we got a lot of cars pitting. I'm talking a lot. 7 cars. You got the 72, Matt Smith, 49. That's going to be Ryan McDuffie. You got Joe Archer in there. Wiley Albritton was in there pitting.
Yeah, and most definitely going back in the replay, showing our picture-in-picture, it was definitely the 42 took a glitch. When he came back on, looked like he went through and started mowing the grass, and it kind of got everybody else a little upset.
Justin Collison coming out from the pits. He pitted as well, the 13. Matt Trace getting some action. Randy Snyder, the 7. Leaving the pits. Looks like he topped off.
Actually, it looked like the number 7 started that incident early on. And he just came right down in front of those guys that were glitching, and it just kind of, they went everywhere. So there you have it. Quite a few cars getting beat up and banged up back there a little bit. We're back up in front. 38 still maintains the lead, followed by the 40, the 26, the 88, and the 45. That'll be your top 5 cars. I think from 6th place back, they were getting a little bit side by side and doing a little bit more racing, but these first 4 or 5 cars were definitely strung out after the last restart.
hopefully they can just get some green flag racing, get some laps in, get spread out. That's pretty much what I think they're going to have to do. Just take it easy, give a little, take, or give a lot and take, a little.
So it appears that everybody was able to stay on the first or the main lap. We only got one car that went down, and as I mentioned earlier, it looked like the number 7, Randy, who might have been involved in that in the beginning, looks like he's gone a lap down now. He may have had to go into pits and get some repairs. Lights are out on the pace car. Should be taking a green flag this next time by.
Yeah, you get the 38. Austin Penny going to be leading them down.
And there he goes, green flag racing.
Followed by Jack Strosky. As I mentioned earlier, Rich, these were two of the guys I mentioned. You got Ryan Palmer, the 26, heading up third with that 88. Jim Black, another guy that I mentioned.
And once again, well, actually the whole track seems to be a single file getting spread out. We're back under caution again.
Rich, I'm looking at the replay again, and I tell you, it looks like it's going to be another warp issue, because the 5 of Joe Archer just... Oh, there it is, the 15, Wiley Albritton, and the 5 got into it. Now look, I think it was another warp issue, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I'm just seeing a lot of warping going on back there in the field. We're only 15 laps in. The first couple laps were spent getting the field organized. Still got quite a few laps to go. Doing 200 lap race here tonight, so we could be in for a long one if this keeps going.
Hopefully people will just give the race a while to unfold, and I do believe though it's from warp though, so it's sort of kind of out of their control, but hopefully maybe they get their issues ironed out, like we won't have this problem.
Well, you know yourself. I mean, I'm sure you've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this for a while, running different leagues and whatnot. And when you say the word TV race, and you got drivers out here that want to do good, and they care so much about what they look like and how they act and what they do on the track, that sometimes they put too much thought into it, and it makes them a little nervous, and it makes them do some things that maybe they wouldn't do on any other race night that they're running. And from what I understand is most of these guys pretty much run together pretty regularly. So I think it's just going to take a few laps. They're going to need to calm down a little bit and get their heads back in the racing mode instead of worrying about what's going on out here tonight. And then I think we'll start seeing some green flag racing.
That very well could be the issue. They know it's a TV race, so they could be wanting to run up in the front. Really doesn't matter though, because everybody's gonna be on the TV regardless. But they all want to do good, I'm sure. So hopefully we'll just everybody calm down and we'll get some green flag laps and everything will be good.
I can't tell you, it looks like the internet's kind of up and down tonight as well. I mean, my video quality meter here is bouncing all over the place. Seeing these other cars glitching out like they are, I'm wondering, maybe we don't have something bigger going on here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that.
So it looks like Mark Pownell, the number 68, is heading down pit road during these caution laps. He appears to just doing a pass-through. Could have possibly been a penalty, could have possibly needed to get to the end of the longest line. Interesting.
Usually, if it's a pass-through, it's probably has to deal with something with a penalty of some kind.
Yeah, most definitely. So pace car lights are out, it looks like. Should be going green this time by. And there we go. Austin gets a big two-car jump off of everybody.
Austin Penny, like I mentioned before, he is on it so far. Jack Strosky as well. I tell you, he was surprising me so far. That 26 Ryan Palmer. Though he didn't show much in his heat race. Boy, he's showing it now, though.
Meanwhile, another lap goes by. The 38 and the 40 gets even more distance between the third place car, the 26.
Yeah, for you people out there wanting to know where Denny Carell is racing at right now, or what position he's in, he is running 7th currently. This is what it's showing on my ticker.
Looks like we got a little battle going on between the 30 and the 72, a little deeper in the field. Looks like the 17 is going to try to push the 72 on by. The 30 doesn't seem to be wanting to give up his position too much, and he slowly backs down, and the 17 gets around him as well.
The 17, that'd be Matt Trace. He actually was unable to run his qualifier. His pedals became uncalibrated and was unable to run, but he's maybe trying to make a point to these guys, say, hey, I'm fast, I'm here, coming through.
Got another battle with the number 30. Also looks like the 49's looking low. The 13's also looking low. The 13 look like they got the line, and they're going to go ahead and take the position. Nope, 30 holds on to it.
The 30 would be Robert Kubat, young driver out here in the field tonight. We got a car on the apron. That's going to be the 15X. Oh, I'm not quite sure what's going on with the 15X. That's going to be Denny Carell. No idea what's going on with the 15X there.
It looks like he's taking it down pit road.
Definitely down pit road. Getting some tires, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, back up front, the 38 and the 40 are still going at it. Your race leader continues to be the 38 of Austin Penny.
Tell you what, he's getting a challenge from that 40 at Jack Strosky. 38 and 40, so we're kind of walking away with this right now. 26 is Ryan Palmer hanging in there. 88, it's Jim Black running fourth. 97, that's Corey the Real Deal, the late entry. He's subbing for Frank Bennett, who couldn't make the race. Strong run for the 97 so far.
And he's definitely right up there with the 88, wanting to challenge him for a spot. Looks like the 72 is going to try to take a position.
Matt Smith getting by the 42 of, I do believe that's Mr. Kelbley there. Mike Kelbley, the 42. 22 is going to be coming up on the 42 as well. It's going to be Justin McLeod.
Looks like the 72 and the 97 are going to battle for a position here going in the corners. 72 looks like he's going to probably take this position through this next corner.
Yeah, definitely having the inside line is the preferred line when you're going to be pulling off the pass for sure. Good racing now though, Rich. Maybe these boys have, gotten the kinks worked out. Maybe they're not, not quite as nervous, saying, hey, let's just get some racing.
Yeah, there's a lot of good racing going on, fourth place back. The downside is that means 1 and 2 is getting further away from them. And they're going to have some ground to make up once they clear some of these traffic cars here. And maybe they got some time. As you can see now, Austin and Jack are now passing the lap down car. So we're starting to get into some traffic up front. It's going to slow down the pack from second, third, and fourth back.
Yeah, I got the 82, Rochelle Shepard. She's out there running that 82 car, nice looking car. The Strokers car, Rochelle was having some problems, just getting a feel for the car earlier during practice, but she's doing good out there though. Always a very courteous racer, and always willing to help and hold her in the line pretty good. So she just needs more experience, I think, and that'll come the more she races.
Well, the impressive thing is even if she's off pace a little bit, these drivers are paying attention to her. And when they came up on her, they got around her pretty quick. She didn't, she held her line. It looked like she's racing pretty clean. So hats off to all them drivers out there for getting around that good, and also for her giving a good effort out here.
Definitely a lot of racing to go. We've got 200 laps we're going on. Yeah, I thought we were only doing one race. We're doing a big 200.
A 72 scrapes the wall a little bit. That's going to give him a little bit of a drag at the moment, and that's going to let the 97 go ahead and take that position back from him.
Matt Smith scraping up that nice paint job. Jim Black, the 88, falling back a little bit. Looks like the 42 of Mike Kelby is going to be coming up on Jim Black. Maybe the 88 might have run his car a little too hard. The tires may be a little wore. Not quite sure, but I tell you what, there's a lot of cars behind him. Still a two-man show, 38 and 40 out there showing the way. We got Austin Penny and Jack Strosky just walking away, coming up on another lap car. That's going to be I think the 30. It is, the 30, Robert Kubat, giving him the low side.
talking about the number 30 not too many laps ago. He was right up there in the mix of all that, and now to be passed by the top two cars, he must be really off pace right now. He might have got some damage scraping the wall or something.
That is very true. Either that or maybe got part of that accident and just maybe got out of sync with pitting or got caught pitting. Not quite sure.
You know, I know when I run some of these tracks myself in the other league and everything, I find myself having to find rhythm sometime, and if I lose my rhythm, sometimes it takes me, depending on the track, a lap or two to get it back, and that could be just what's going on here, is some of these guys just haven't got back in their rhythm yet.
Exactly, Rich, and I'll tell you what, the 83 of PJ Peltier and Joe Archer, don't look in the rearview mirror, but those leaders are coming. '68 as well. It's going to be Mark Ponal. Archer going to be getting lapped here by the leaders coming up. There they go, 38 and 40.
And it looks like they're being pretty generous too. The slower cars are giving them leaders all the room they need down on the bottom, make sure they got plenty of space so they don't get tied up into something they don't want to be a part of. Smart move by Joe Archer. He's going to go ahead and follow suit with the leaders and try to keep up with them, getting under this 68 while he's doing it. Pretty smart move. Try to stay up close to him. Maybe you can make your lap up if something happens.
Hopefully try to stay the first car a lap down.
He's also going to be followed by the 30. The 30 is also going to get around the other car. Oh, we've got some contact. One up off the apron. Smacks one into the wall.
Joe Archer's going to be done, Rich. His motor is smoking. I do believe he's going to be done.
And we're back under caution.
Got the replay queued up. The 5 and the 68 are going in side by side. Oh, well, I'm not quite sure what happened yet. Oh, I tell you what, Rich, I know exactly what happened. The 5 blew the motor. Joe Archer, the 5 of Joe Archer blew his motor. It went kapoomy.
There we have it in our picture-in-picture replay. The 5 gets down into the corner, and looks like, missed it from the inside camera. Oh, definitely blew his motor right in front of the number 30. Also caught the left tires on the apron and got his car upset. And that just caused some cars to start bouncing around a little bit.
That's a tough break for Joe Archer. Going a lap down and then his motor blowing. Sort of kind of like putting salt in the wound.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, looks like we're going to have a new leader, though, Rich. It's going to be the 40, it looks like to me. That's going to be Jack Strosky.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if we can't get Joe on the radio and see what's going on with him. Just a second.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Joe, Rich, and Chris up here in the booth. We saw you popped a motor out there in the corner, caused little cars bouncing around and everything. Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just the Eagles hurt a little bit. Didn't expect that motor to go.
Yeah, I hear that. Sometimes they pop with no warning. How did you feel about the car before that happened? How was the race going? How does the track feel? And you're not too upset now, are you?
No, it happens. I mean, nothing we can do about it. But no, the beginning of the race wasn't too bad, and one of the restarts, a couple of guys made it 3 wide. Got caught up in a wreck there. After that, the car was a little bit off, but I mean, overall, wasn't too bad. The track, in the long run, got a little bit loose, but I mean, it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and Chris were up here talking a little bit ago, earlier in the race with these cautions started flying quickly. And, maybe you can answer this, maybe you can't, but I think it's just bugs and jitterbugs going on in these drivers. They just need to find their rhythm and calm down and remember it's a long race.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is they're just anxious to go, and once the green went, just anxiety, But they'll calm down, and the rest will get going, and it's going to be good.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back down there in the garage and let you watch the rest of this race, whatever you're doing down there. And sorry you had such bad luck tonight. Chris, you got anything for him before we let him go?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that, you're looking good out there, Joe. Earlier in the race, looked like you had some warp issue. I'm not quite sure, but did it hurt the car earlier at all, for being able to be lapped like that?
Yeah, that first incident, when I got bumped a little bit, it did hurt the car, but it wasn't that bad afterwards, but it was enough to slow it up a little bit. But I could have had, top 10, top 15 car the way it was running.
All right. Well, hey, Joe, I'm going to put you on the spot because I can do that. I'm going to ask you right now, who's your pick to win the race? Who do you think?
I think my pick right now to win this race is probably going to be Mike Elwood, 42.
There you go, folks.
He's Mr. Consistent.
Mike Kelvin, 42. Definitely keep an eye out for him. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, guys.
User was moved out
Well,
of
there you have it. They're taking the green this time by. New race leader, the number 40 of Jack, followed very closely by Austin, the 38. The 38 is looking low going into turn 1 already, but Jack's going to close the door on him. Austin's got to run. They're side by side and wiggling side to side coming out of the corner, and Austin's going to take the lead.
Wow. Wow, these boys are getting it done. Wow, that's amazing.
It don't look now, but the 26 is trying to get under the 97. The 97 is trying to hold on to the outside line. Looks like we're back under caution. Things got a little tense up front. Started happening fast.
Well, looking back in the rear, Rich, it looks like the 45 and the 15 touch, and I see smoke. Oh, it's the 13, I do believe. Yep, it is the 13. That's going to be none other than Justin Collison getting loose by the 15. Actually, the 15 is going to get to his left corner. Rich, that's what happened there. Wiley Albright gets into the left corner of the 13 and spins him around. That's definitely what happened.
Yeah, definitely. I look back at that replay myself, and it, right before that happened, it looks like they're going 3 wide going into that corner.
Yeah, that's taking the race in your own hands there, because you never know what's going to happen there. I'll tell you what, though. Sorry, Rich. Another guy that I told you to watch out for is that number 97, and he's currently running first. Started deep in the back, and he's already worked his way up. I'm sort of kind of impressed. Maybe pit strategy, I'm not quite sure, but he definitely is up in the running up front.
That was just some tight racing, I think. I don't know if the 15 could have held his line. If he could have, it might have been an all-right deal for them guys, but they were 3 wide, and it looked like the 45 was down close to the apron. Didn't have nowhere to go. I'm not sure who hit who first, but it looks like the 13 got the worst out of that one.
Definitely. I like to say, I'm not quite sure what he really could have been done there, because the 13 had a car under him as well. So it's just a byproduct of close, hard racing.
So far we got 4 cars out of this race. We still got 19 cars live on the track. Looks like only 3 of them are a lap down, so we got 15 cars on the first lap, or on the main lap right now.
Yeah, you got the 7 of Randy Snyder's out, the 5 of Joe Archer, the 15X, that's going to be the Denny Carell car, and the 6, that's going to be Craig Bristol. All 4 gone from the race.
I tell you, it wasn't that long ago it seemed like we were talking about the number 30. He is actually 4 laps down right now. The 82, who we knew was off pace earlier, she's only 1 lap down, so I think something's wrong with the 30.
I do believe he might have got some of that byproduct of one of the wrecks earlier, but looks like we've got the 83, the 68, the 82 is looks like we got 3 cars 1 lap down currently.
I hear that. Lights go off on the pace car this time by. They're going to go around one more time. Next time by, they should be taking the green flag, and Austin Penny is back up in the lead, followed by the number 40 of Jack. So we'll see how these two take off when this green drops. And once again, don't look too far back, but the 97 is still in 3rd place as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rich. I really think barring the 38, the 40, and the 97 wrecking each other, I really think these guys, could be the 3 at the end. I'm not quite sure. Just just depends on if they can, avoid wrecking each other, because they were hot and heavy and they were getting done.
So here we go. The pace car pulls off the track. The leader's coming out of turn 4 right now, looking at the flag stand, waiting on that green flag to fly. And here we go. 38 takes off. 40's following him right into turn 1. 26 is looking down low below the 97. 97 is going to hold his position. The 97's looking on the outside of the 40.
I was just going to tell you that, Rich, that 97, high, wide, and handsome, getting her done. Look at the 97 go. Might have found something out there, Corey Deal. Pass on the high side, that's pretty brave right there. And he's actually catching right on up to the rear bumper, the 38 of Austin Penny.
Yeah, he might have something for Austin here. Austin might have his hands full in the next lap or 2.
You know what? Look at that 97 drift out. Rich, I think he's found something on the high side. I really do. There he is. He's sticking to the high side.
10-4, we're under caution again.
Caution. You know what? It looks like the 42 of Mike Kelbley, the Joe Archer's pick, looked like he was involved. Let me rewind that real quick. Yeah, coming out to the corner, it looks like the 49 of, the 49 of Ryan McDuffie. Looks like he might have got to the rear end of the 42. Oh, he did. The 49 actually, looks like the 42 just checked up a little bit before the 49 was expecting it, Rich, and the 42 is going to go end up into the wall. I don't know if he's going to get much damage, but yeah, he's going to get, well, yeah, he hit the wall pretty hard. Definitely down pit road getting tires. You got the 49 getting tires. He's probably doing the involvement of the accident. Ryan Palmer is inside or in the pits getting tires, getting gas. Martin Karch, also Rich, coming down pit road. I can also let you know that Martin Karch did get 4 tires. 22 down pit road as well, and the 88.
And there you have it. We're looking at the replay now. The 49 definitely got into the back of the 42 and kind of got him loose on the rear end, spun him around. Like you said, I think the 42 just got on it, and the 49 might not have been realizing how fast he was coming in.
That looks like that's exactly what happened. different braking points. 49 Ryan McDuffie just was not ready. And you know what? Sometimes when you're going that fast and you're so concentrated on getting into the corner, you sort of kind of lose the perspective of that guy in front of you. And when he may brake, I'm guilty of it myself. Here recently, matter of fact. So it's easy to do.
So meanwhile, the 38 Austin Penny is going to maintain our lead, followed by the 97. 72 is up in third place right now, followed by the 17, the 15, the 45, 83, 13, 88, and 40 is all the way back in 10th now.
'72 Matt Smith is going to be moved up to that third spot, followed by the 17. Hey, the 17, Matt Trace. Don't look now, folks. There's Matt Trace running fourth. Unable to run his heat race, started deep in the pack, running fourth. Keep an eye out for the 17 as well. The lights are out on the pace car, Rich. Looks like we're going to be going green this time around. Got 138 laps to go. We got 38 up there, maybe giving the Corvette pace car a little bumpy bump, saying hello. Look in your rearview mirror. Here I am.
Yeah, most definitely. I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump inside the 97 for this lap and just watch how he attacks Austin at this green flag.
There you go, Rich. Yeah, that'll give the viewers a nice viewpoint.
There you have it. We're currently in the 97. Pace car just drops out. We're coming out of turn 4. He's following the 38 of Austin Penny down the front stretch. As soon as Austin jumps on it and that green flag drops, he should get on it, and we're green flag racing. He enters the corner a little bit higher, comes lower in the center. It's probably going to give him a better run out of the corner. That's what's keeping him up with Austin. There you have it, folks. One lap inside the car. A lot of people don't realize it, but when these cars are nose to tail like that, you don't realize how close you actually are, and you forget you're doing 140, 150 mile an hour. There's not a whole lot of room for error.
Definitely no room for error. I mean, you have a split second to make a judgment. Do I go left? Do I go high? Do I stay where I'm at? It's definitely not an easy thing. I mean, people can look at the race and say, oh, why did he hit him? Well, it's just really not that easy to do. When you're going 140, 150 on these kind of smaller tracks, you just cannot stop the car and go, go left or right and miss everything. It just does not work out that way.
Well, Matt Smith in the 72 is showing a strong presence in third spot. He's looking under the 97, doesn't have enough room, but it looks like he's got his eyes open and he's wanting to go for it.
A lot of racing left. We got 134 laps to go. And then 97, 38, 72, and Matt Trace, the 17. We got the 15 getting up there as well. That's Wiley Albritton coming out of nowhere. He was actually back in the pack involved in one of those wrecks. So Wiley's actually getting up there. You got the, hey, look who's running 6. Is that the 45 I see of Mike Massey?
And it looks like we're under caution.
Well, you know what, Rich? I really cannot seem to find out what happened. There was some cars blinking, so there might have been some warping issue.
Yeah, I'm just not. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I cycled too. I actually cannot find out why we were under yellow.
Looks like back on lap 66, turn 3 and turn 4, it looks like the 49 and the 64 got together.
Got some pit going on. You got the 82 of Rochelle Shepard coming in. You got the 22. That's going to be Justin McLeod coming in. Definitely probably going to get tires for sure and top off with gas. What do you think, Rich? You think we can get the in-car of the 38 and maybe see what his thoughts are on the race so far, leading us so many laps?
Yeah, I just got the replay up there. It looked like the 49 got into the back of... Yeah, he got into the back of the 60... Yeah, don't know. Looks like they just got nose to tail again.
The lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going green this time by. I should say next time by.
Looks like that last incident is going to take the 49 out of the race. Is that right?
'49 is retired. That's going to put Ryan McDuffie out of the race. And we're green. We're green, Rich.
And nobody got a big jump that time. That front 5 cars stay tight together. They're even too wide going into 1 and 2. Looks like one car bleeped out on us. He's back now. Looks like Matt Smith is now going to take over second place. Corey Deal's going to fall back a little bit, shortly to be challenged. And Matt's looking at the back bumper of Austin. He's right up there with him now. And we're back under caution.
Cautions breed cautions, they say. Looks like the 42 of Mike Kelby is going to be involved again, Rich. But it looks like he blinks out though, so I don't know if I want to really get to see what happened. It looks like, well, yeah, he blinks out and he comes back. We got smoke.
It looked like the 15 got into the back of the 42, and that's kind of what got him messed up.
Yeah, I'm getting some of these cars are just blinking out. I don't get to see on my end anyway. I don't get to see a lot of the replays for some reason, but yeah, I definitely seen the smoke go in the back. So this 38, the 97, the 72, been up there a while. I'm just sort of kind of wondering when they may pit.
We're watching from Martin's car right now. It looks like the 15 goes in a little hot right on his bumper. It just taps him and spins the 42 around.
Thinking the 42 may not be looking too good to win this race, but then again, we do have 123 laps to go, so.
So Matt Trace is going to be sitting in third spot now in the 17. He's right on the back end of the 97. And of course 38 is your race leader still, Austin Penny. Looks like the 13 of Justin Collision is trying to get back up in the top 5 there. He's in fourth spot, currently followed by the number 40 in fifth spot. And the 97 takes a late pit, dives down right before the cone.
I think that could be some late strategy later on in the race for the 97. Or maybe he was thinking, you know, I think I may want to get out of this hornet's nest and go in the back and see what happens.
Well, that's going to move Matt Trace up into second. And Justin Collision up into third. And of course, Jack's going to move back up into fourth. Notice we're getting some different drivers up towards the front of this race as we get moving on now.
But there is one number still up there throughout the whole race, and that's the 38. Austin Penny.
And we're back green flag racing.
13 and the 17, Matt Trace running side by side. Neither one to give an inch, it looks like.
Oh, and they got into each other.
Oh no! The 17 Matt Trace.
And the 17's motor is smoking. That's going to mess him up for the rest of the evening, it looks like.
Looking at the replay, Rich, I've got it queued up on helicopter mode, and man, it looks like the 13 just comes down and chops the 17's nose off. I don't know if the 13 knew he was there or something. I'm not quite sure.
Well, it looked like the 17 was trying to brake and give him the room. He saw him coming down in front of him. Not sure what that was, or maybe that's just his line he was running and he didn't know the car was down below him, but it looked like the 17 saw him and tried to get out of it, and it looks like the 13's the one that got messed up because of it.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't know, that's tough. I mean, I don't know really none of these people, but if I had to call that on someone, I'd probably have to do it on 13. It looked like to me, but hey, we're just up here announcing the race. That's all our job is. So, but yeah, the 17 it looks like he's going to be done for the race. I'm not quite sure how much damage the 13 is going to have. He backed her into the wall pretty good.
Yeah, he was smoking pretty hard too, coming around the track that last time. Looks like he got the smoking under control, but his back end's jacked up a little bit.
Well, that's going to bring some new guys up to the front. The number 38, Austin Penny, still the Pied Piper, like I like to call him, someone who's been up in the front so long. You got 40 Tex Strosky back up in the near the front. Jim Black's up there, 33. What I tell you, Martin Karch finding his way to the front along with Mike Massey. So still a lot of racing to go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It definitely should be interesting. Maybe we can get a word with Matt Trace and maybe get his side of things.
Yeah, most definitely. That would be interesting to get a hold of him. I'll tell you something. I still believe in Martin. I think Martin's going to gradually move his way up there. He's been pretty steady, slowly marching forward. And I think he's kept his nose clean so far. So I know he can be competitive. It's going to be interesting if he can get up there and mess with them top two.
Yeah, so far, Rich, from what I've seen, that 38 is tough. Austin Penny, I mean, short of wrecking him, I haven't seen anybody, being able to pass him. So, I don't know. It's definitely, coming down to the end of the race, I'm really going to see who basically survives and who can maybe give him a run. Otherwise, that 38 is looking very strong.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely been the class of the field tonight. He's going to be the one to beat. And if everything goes good and he keeps his nose clean, he might be looking pretty good later on in the evening. But we still got a lot of racing to go and a lot of miles left, so it's kind of hard to tell right now. But right now, he is the car to beat out there.
Well, it looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Maybe under the next yellow we can get with Matt Trace and see what he thinks happened with that wreck there. Because something tells me, I hope I'm wrong, Rich, but the next caution won't be too far away.
I'll tell you what, we just switched the standings over. We still got another 2 turns to get through. Right now, your fastest car on the track is the 97, followed by the 33. So if this keeps going, the 38's the 5th fastest car right now. So, I mean, it could turn into some kind of a race up here in the front. And we're getting ready to take the green flag now, so we'll let them have at it.
There we go, green flag.
And the 40's looking low on the 38, but the 38 is so stout up top, he's going to hold on to his position, and the 40's just going to have to drop back in behind him coming off of 2. Austin gets such a good run coming off of 2. Notice coming out of turn 4, 2nd through 4th place come out of that corner a lot higher than Austin did. He's coming out a lot lower than those guys are.
Yeah, that 38 is just keeping his motor wound up, but I'll tell you, that 40, though, he is still coming. He is searching. He's hunting. The 38's got a bullseye on his back, and he's saying, 40, I'm here. Look at me. I'm going to try and pass you.
Looks like the 40's going to take another stab at it going into turn 1. Austin must have let off a little bit. The 40 clears him, but once again, watch Austin. He's got that awesome run off of 2, and he stays right on the 40's bumper.
You know, Rich, I think what we may both have missed is the 40 probably maybe on fresher tires as he drifts up a little wide up close to the wall.
We're back in their caution. I think the 40 is going to maintain position. And he certainly does. 38 showing second place now. It could be newer tires. It very well could be. I know they're definitely putting on a big show up front.
Oh, it's going to be 97, Rich. It's going to be the 97 of Corey Deal being involved in some kind of spin. It looks like it's going to be a self-spin. It looks like he was, oh yeah, you know what? It looks like he caught the apron, kept it off the wall. Looks like, yes, looks like he kept it off the wall. Corey Deal is going to be taking her down pit road, definitely going to get some tires. Looked like he got into the corner, maybe a little bit too hot behind the 26, Ryan Palmer. Maybe they had to check up a little, got the car unsettled, and around she went.
I'll tell you what, it looked like he might have checked up to stay off the 26, but his left front tire went down on that apron, and he slid that car for a good ways before it broke loose. So hats off to him for that, but definitely that was his spin.
Well, you know what? The 97 is not really going to lose that much. He was already in the back from his earlier pit stop, so hey, you know, let's re-rack them and get 4 new tires, and the car's still good. So let's go out there and see if we can run them down. I mean, it's going to still, like I say, got 109 laps. We're not even halfway, so anything can still happen, that's for sure. We've seen that already.
Oh, most definitely. And if our race fans just watch that replay, you'll notice that he did not touch a single thing. So he just flat spotted some tires. He gets some new rubber put underneath that car, and he should be right back out there with no damage done. It's always good when you can keep your car clean when it's out of control, right?
That is true. Very hard to do. I've been lucky enough to do that myself sometimes, but for the most, I end up getting damaged. What do you think of pulling up Rochelle and getting a word with her real quick, Rich?
Yeah, go ahead. Looks like our first 2 dropped off the track. We got a new race leader, the number 33 of Martin Karsh.
Yeah.
User was
There you
moved
go,
to your
Chris.
channel.
Thank you, Rich. Yeah, for whatever reason, I just cannot seem to get this thing to work. But Rochelle, we got Chris and Rich up here in the booth. Just wanted to get a quick word with you before we go back in to see how your race is going. You're back on the lead lap, I do believe.
Yeah, I caught the lead dog, I think. A little bit back.
So what's your strategy, basically, Rochelle? Just out there getting some laps, getting some experience with these guys?
Yeah, I'm just logging laps and trying to stay out of people's way. That's about it.
You know, you keep this up, we're not even halfway. You can probably get a top 10, if not better, the way some of these guys are going.
Right? I don't know. That's just my thing. I just stay at the back and try and run clean and just go from there.
I'll tell you, Rochelle, Rich here, a lot of drivers will tell you the key to racing is keeping your car clean, and if you can do that, like Chris is saying, you could very well end up with a top 10. These guys are bouncing off each other left and right, it seems like.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to try and avoid it all. And I mean, I don't have as much experience as some of these guys, so I try to get through pits every time, just so I can be at the back, so I'm not causing a ruckus.
10-4.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. Rochelle, sorry, Rich. Pace start is in, and they're going to be going back green flag. Good luck, Rochelle.
Thanks a bunch, guys.
User was moved out of your channel.
Got to figure out that moving thing. And we're back to green flag, Rich.
Yes, we are, and I see a lot of cars wiggling. I seriously think there's some glitching going on.
Oh, got a car, got 88, Jim Black back in the rear, Rich, got a little loosey-goosey. Didn't hit the wall, but definitely going to be losing a lot of time. Keep an eye on that 97, just checking him out. Looks like the car's good. Looks like he's still fast. He's got a lot of congestion in front of him, so it's definitely going to be tough for him to get back up there.
Yeah, most definitely. We got a whole new front field up here right now. The 33's out on point, followed by the 45 and the 22. Our recent race leaders are nowhere to be found up front right now.
I told you I was talking about that Martin Parks early in the race. You're telling me he just seems to find his way up in the front. Well, right now he's definitely in the front, followed by Mike Massey, and then you got the 22. That's going to be Justin McLeod, followed by the 13. That's going to be Justin Collison. Wow, a lot of different numbers up here and names.
Yeah, and 13, we know we saw him earlier backing into a wall. He's got a lot of damage on that rear end, but he's able to get that car. He's sitting good in 4th place now.
Yeah, it's amazing what these cars can go through and still be competitive on the track. That's for sure.
Looks like Matt Smith. Somebody just blew. There's a lot of smoke.
Yep. Oh no, it's going to be the 88 of Jim Black. I'll get you a heads up on that, Rich. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, wow, you know what? His car blinks out again. This guy's car, Jim's does. And when he comes back, he's smoking.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. He looks like he blinked out a good portion of the track, almost halfway around it once on me. And like you said, all I saw was smoke when he came back, so not really sure what happened there.
I'll guarantee you, I can tell you right now, Rich, that while he was gone, somewhere or other he spun out because he's got major front end damage, motor smoking. You can call his race done. He's not going to be a factor in this year's All-Star 150. That is for sure. Tough break for Jim, though. Always a strong runner. I've raced with him. Always fast.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, we saw the 13 of Justin Collision have some smoke and some rear damage earlier. Not sure how this is going to be compared on the 88 right now, but maybe they can get that thing fixed and they can get him back out there and he can be competitive again. There's a lot of other cars out there that got some damage on them already, so I don't think he can completely be ruled out unless they just can't get that motor going.
Well, normally I think when that motor's smoking, that's probably a bad sign, I think.
Yeah, usually.
I don't know for sure, but ever since I've been racing, when my motor's smoking, I ain't winning nothing, not unless everybody else wrecks out. But looks like we've only got probably like 13 competitive cars. That 88 still, the verdict's out. Not quite sure what's going to happen with him, but definitely, I know Jim was probably really. I mean, everybody wants to do good, but I've been talking to him lately, and I know he's really looking to have a good race tonight. So it's really going to be disheartening for him for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. We've lost 8 cars so far tonight. We still got 14 cars in the race, it looks like. Car in last place, he's 3 laps down, and would you believe it or not, it's the number 40 of Jack. He is now 3 laps down.
Wow. How did Jack Strosky get 3 laps down? What I missed?
I tell you, it's a whole new field up front, and everybody that was battling up front earlier is nowhere to be found. Looks like 38's made his way to 6th place, 97's in 7th, 26 is back in 10th.
97 has worked his way up to 7th. Corey Deal. I wouldn't count him out yet. I mean, his car looked good. Didn't see any visible damage at all, so maybe he's just going to try and take it a little bit easier.
Yeah, but you know yourself, you're out there in that race car strapped in with all this noise going around and all these fans yelling real loud as you drive by. How do you just keep your composure, and how do you just calm down and race, right?
Exactly. I actually have a hard time doing it myself. So
But that's why they do it, the adrenaline rush. It's nothing better than getting up on the wheel and feeling like you did a workout when you're done. Well, lights are out. Looks like Martin is going to come around and take the green flag as soon as the pace car decides to get off the track.
well, I do see the lights are out on the pace car, so that 33 Martin cart's going to be leading them down. We are definitely just over halfway as well, so this is a full race.
Pace car dives out. Pack's going to come out of turn 4. Martin's going to be looking for that flag man to drop the green.
I tell you what, Rich, the 38 and the 97 are running behind each other.
Oh, and they spread out going into 1, almost 3 wide at one point.
Wow. Well, these guys, you'd think there's 5 laps left.
I'm telling you, and that gave Martin a couple car lengths jump on the rest of the field. So now we got second place battle in side by side back there. It looks like the 13's going to take it. He's going to be followed by the 72. 72's now in third place.
Justin Collison, before involved in a wreck, got rear end damage. I swear I might even see a Superman cape off the back of his car. He's looking so strong. Come out of nowhere.
Yeah, most definitely, but Matt is not giving him any room at all. He is staying right on Justin's bumper. Meanwhile, Martin's pulling away. It looks like he's got a good 4 car lengths out in front of second place right now.
Don't look now, though, Rich. That 38's up in the 6th. Actually, strike that. That 38's up in the 5th. That would be Austin Penny, the race leader, for the vast majority of this race. But he's coming. We got a lot of laps left, so I'm not counting out that 38, the 97. I think we're going to see some of those same numbers. When this is all said and done back up there, I think they're going to be there. I just got a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah, it could be that they're just not all on the same pit cycle right now, and that's probably why most of the front, that was there earlier is now farther back. But if that is the case, they're going to slowly start catching them, and it's going to be a challenge for these leaders guys right now to get back in sync with them.
Just keep an eye on Austin Penny and Corey Deal running 5th and 6th. They're running some, fast laps. Corey Deal's about 3 or 4 car lengths behind him, hanging in with that 38 pretty good.
Collision smacks the wall. It's going to open the door for the 72 to go low, but Collision in the 13 is going to hold his position. That was intense for a moment.
Hopefully these guys can stay green flag. Finish this race on the green right now. Just go the rest of the way. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think if they do, I think the 38 and the 97 is probably going to slowly work their way back up there and start challenging those front two.
Don't look now, Rich. Don't look now. But I'm telling you, that 38 and 97 are coming. They're right on the bumper of the 22. Made up a lot of time with even the leader. But these 2 cars are coming strong.
Austin's certainly looking low. He looks like he's going to come out side by side with him. The 22 and the 38 go down into the next corner side by side. And the 97 is going to follow the 38 through. The 22 is going to lose 2 spots this lap.
Wow, that is some good racing right there. I told you, Rich. Those guys are coming. They got tires. They're feeling like Hercules, the Hulk. All of them wrap up in 1, and they're coming to get some more spots. They want to lead. That's what I think. It's ours. We want to get it back, and we're coming.
And meanwhile, we got a good hard battle going on for second place. The 72 and the 13. 13 bounced off the wall again. The 38 says, I'm not having it. He's looking low. He's got below the 13. He's looking for the 72 now. And they are tight going through the corner.
Yeah, I think Rich, the 13's just probably using up his car a little bit too much. I think the best bet for the 13 would probably just to fall in behind the 97 maybe. And, oh no, he almost gets the 97. The 13.
We're back in a caution. Yeah, he bounced off that wall again. Almost went down and took out the 97. That right side on the 13's got to be looking pretty rough by now, I would say. I think that's 3 laps in a row. Caution comes out. Looks like Martin's going to maintain his lead. Going to put the 38 in third, the 97 in fourth. They are moving back up.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. The 64 was involved, Steve Slaughter. For whatever reason, some of these cars, they're just blinking out and they're gone. So I'm not getting much of a replay to let you know what's happening, Rich.
And that's why I was making the comment earlier. There's quite a few cars blinking out, and I know at least a couple of them that normally don't have that blinking problem. You know, just like with our broadcast here, I can see that my light is going back and forth, and it usually never does that. So I'm wondering if there's not a bad storm somewhere or something right now. I remember a couple years ago when we had that real bad storm go through Atlanta, it pretty much wiped our race servers out.
I know one thing, we got mass pitting going on. 38's in there pitting. The 90s, or the 33 Martin Karch is pitting.
Oh, and it looks like Martin might have lost the lead coming out of the pits. The 72 might have taken advantage, followed by the 38. We might have had some lead changes going through that pit strategy.
I'll tell you right now, the 97 of Corey Deal, the 26 Ryan Palmer, they did not pit. The 83 PJ Peltier, that's your top 3 right there. They did not pit.
It's going to be interesting to see if the 97 stays out there, how long he's going to be able to hold these guys off that just came out of the pits. Where'd the 38 go?
38 pitted. Got some tires.
Oh, I got you. He's back in the 6 now.
Yep. Wow. See how fast it shuffles? I mean, we're getting, 84 laps to go. If we keep going 5 or 10 laps and getting a caution, that 97 is going to stay out, I would think, as long as he can. And basically, those other cars are going to have to pit after a while along with him. So, could be strategy being played out by the 97.
We only got 13 cars back on the lead lap right now. 14 to 15 place are both 1+ laps down. At least the 40 has gained a lap back. He's only 2 laps down now.
I give Jim Black credit. He's soldiered through. He's gutting it out. It's probably sucks to be going slow and not competitive, but at least he's out there giving it his all, which I don't expect anything other than that from these drivers. So not a bad race. I mean, it's just too many cautions so far, but maybe the tail end of the race would be green flag, what we would all for.
Lights are out on the pace car. So how long do you think it's going to last, Chris? How long do you think the 97 is going to hold everybody off?
Well, I tell you what, the 26 is very aggressive. It could all end in one turn with Ryan Palmer behind him. If he can get through turn 1 and 2 clean, I think the 97, has got a good shot to maybe even pull out from these guys. So, he is going to start the race, so we'll see.
And there you have it. Green flag drops and 97 takes off, gets a nice, good jump, but here comes the rest of the field. 72 is already looking under the 83 like he's in his way or something. Now he's got his eyes on the 26. Martin follows the 72 as well.
97's looking strong. 26 Ryan Palmer, 72. That's going to be Matt Smith. And then, of course, Martin Karch with the fresh tires. with the 38 as well going to be coming up there.
Look out, here comes Matt. He has now cleared the second place car. He takes over second place. He's got his eyes set on the 97 now. Martin Karsh is also trying to get around the 26.
97 seems to be running somewhat of a higher line. So far seems to be working it. Maybe, he's taking it a little bit easier on those tires, perhaps. Keeping his speed up through the corners. Matt Smith, ever so slowly creeping up on the back bumper of the 97. .38 fell back to like 11th there, Rich. Working his way up to 9th. I'm not quite sure why he's that far back. Oh, it's 72.
Yeah, we're looking back on the 38 now. The 38 just cleared the 83. He's followed closely by the 13 of Justin. And also looks like the 22 is going to make it around the 83 as well. Looks like Austin's on the march.
Yeah, got a hot battle for the lead, 72. 33 getting past the 97. They do have fresher tires, so maybe that's hurting the 97 a little bit.
Oh, the 72 gets loose right in front of Martin. They all get by him. That's going to bring out our caution. That puts Martin back up in the lead.
Matt. Matt Smith leading the race. Just took it over. Oh, no. Oh, he just spun it out, Rich. He just spun it out.
I think it was a glitch. Here we have our replay up on him. And he disappears right there. That's exactly it. He dropped out or glitched out or something. He was doing fine in the lead, disappears, and when he comes back on the track, he's rear-end into the wall.
Looks like he just drove it in there too hard. It looked like he started to get around a little bit, entering the corner, so I don't know, maybe if it was a combination of him glitching out and then coming back and sort of kind of caught him off guard, maybe.
That's very possible. Martin's going to dive down in the pits now.
The leader, Martin, is going to hand the lead back over to the 97, I think.
And the 97 staying out again.
I think the 97 might be just doing a fuel strategy, just basically just the tires are the tires for now, and he's just going to stay up front until he basically has to pit for tire or for gas, maybe. I'm not sure.
So there you have it. Everybody's getting back lined up behind the pace car while the caution's going on here. Currently, we only have one car a lap down, and that happens to be the number 40, who's one lap down. So we almost got all 14 cars back on the lead lap. Only lost, looks like, 8 cars now.
What do we get? 23 to start.
Yeah.
Yep, lost 9 cars, I guess. Yeah, nine cars. 9 cars. That's a lot, I think.
Yeah. The lights are out on the pace car. They're going to make this one last lap. Should be taking the green car or green flag as they come by next time.
Corey Deal leading them down. You got 26. Ryan Palmer still hanging tough up there. You got the 42 of Mike Kelbley. That was Joe's pick coming out of nowhere again. I thought the 42 was done, but got damaged. He's banged up. You got the 38 right behind him. That's the car to watch. I do believe still yet the 38, obviously. He's going to be on fresher tires, so I think he's going to drive himself up there for the lead.
Yeah, most definitely. Cycling through the statistics here, it looks like the 40 and 97 are your 2 fastest cars on the track right now. Pace car pulls off the track. Martin's looking at the flag stand for the green flag. We should be getting ready to go here. We're green flag racing. The 26 dives down low on Martin. He's going to be followed.
Sound like the 97 missed a gear or something. Oh, this has mayhem written all over it.
Oh, it's a race for sure up front right now. We got 2 deep, 2 wide. Oh, once again, wasn't that the 13 bouncing off the wall? Oh, they all split the 26.
83 into the wall. It's going to be PJ Peltier. Hit the wall hard. Oh no, got the 64 being bumped up into the wall.
Still green flag racing.
Yeah, no spin. They just got bumped up into the wall. They're still going though.
And we got side by side for the lead right now down the backstretch.
I just am amazed that 13 is running as it's running. That's amazing. That car, I don't see how that car could be going that fast, hitting the wall that many times.
Yeah, doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense there, but look who's got second place now. The 38, Austin Penny, is looking back towards the front of this pack.
Here comes the 38. I think the 13's going to probably, he's got a date with the wall. I think it's just a matter of time. And there you go.
He's not giving up easy. Looks like he's going to try to slide into second place there. Meanwhile, the 38 takes over the lead.
Coming up to the 13. Mike Kelly hanging in 4th.
That's where he's getting them, right there at the bottom of the corner coming out. He just got a big jump off of these guys.
Well, that 13 drives it in deep.
Yes, he does. In every turn 2 and every turn 4, Austin Penny just makes some more space between them. He is pulling the distance out of both of them corners on every single car that's been behind him tonight. As we mentioned it earlier, as long as he keeps his nose clean, he is going to be the car to beat tonight, obviously.
Wow, I can't believe the 38 just basically drove through the field. I just don't think anyone's going to have nothing for him, not unless he gets caught in the back, towards the end and has to run his way through and runs out of laps. Maybe that's about the only way they're going to beat the 38, I think.
Well, I think the car that could challenge him right now, it can't because of what he has done. The 97 has not pitted, so therefore he's on older tires. And he has been pretty fast tonight, so I think he could give the 38 a run if he would have pitted and got fresh tires.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to strategy. I think it's going to come down to who got the tires, when, and who's got them at the end. The 38 could get caught, with the worst tires at the end, the 97. But then again, 13's still running second. Don't know how, but he still is. That's amazing.
And back here in fourth, we got a side-by-side battle going on between the 42 and 72. Looks like the 72 is cleared, and the 72 is now looking at the 97. Give him a little bit of bump in the corner there, but didn't upset him too much. He might have backed off of it. Oh, the 97 scrapes the wall, takes that corner really high, and the 72 is going to slide up under him.
Yeah, I've seen that Corey deal. Yeah, you know what? I think he probably needs a caution because I think his tires are probably giving up on him, trying to stay up there with the guys who have tires, and I think he's paying the price, as we see right now.
Yeah, most definitely. 97 is on his way to the back, and it's just each lap somebody's going to get him. He's going to have to do green flag pit stops or just hope and pray for a caution.
I think he's probably going to hope for a caution, but they're getting strung out. I mean, I don't know. Hoping for a caution might be the thing in the past now.
Now keep in mind, he's still up, towards the front. He's in the top 5 still, but, we got the 82 slow off pace. Good thing everybody's watching that one. I thought for sure she was coming down. Way to go keeping the cars out of trouble. Meanwhile, up front, the 38 is just slowly walking away with this. Yeah, you can tell the 97's in trouble. He's got a different approach to the corners. It looks like it's getting a little slick on him. We got green flag pit stops. 83 is now down pit road.
I tell you, the 72 and the 33 creeping up on the 13 of Justin Collison. I think the 13 just might be, coming back. Probably running out of car and tires for the 13, I'm thinking.
Yeah, most definitely. Matt Smith's looking under him this time. Looks like he's probably going to get by him. Looks like Martin's also wanting to follow the 72.
Meanwhile, the 97, Rich, still falling back, running 5th. You got the 42 of Mike Kelbley coming up. You got the 22 of Justin McLeod coming up to try and pass the 97. There you go, Mike Kelbley passing the 97 right now. 22 is going to follow suit. 97's got to have needs tires. That's got to be his problem. Because we know he's got a fast car. We know he can drive. Got to be tires.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm sure he's probably inside the car screaming, "I want a caution." Who knows? Maybe if it keeps raining, he short pits. Maybe he'll pit and get fresh tires. And because at this rate, if he stays out, it's not he's only going to end up getting left. Oh, we're under yellow. again, I don't think I'm going to get it because some of these cars, they just blink out so much.
Yeah, unfortunately, it makes it very difficult to keep up with that with the cars glitching out the way they are.
Yeah, I just can't find it. It's just so hard, yeah. I just can't find it. I know one guy who's happy. That's going to be the 97 of Corey Deal. Finally going to get some tires on his car. I know he's got to be happy about that. Everybody else is pitting as well. Mass pit stops. You can see the 38 getting out. See Martin Karch getting ready to pull out behind the 97. You got Mike Kelby pulling out. 22 is going to be pulling out.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that 97 come alive now with new tires. I think he's going to be right back up there head hunting.
Don't look now. Looks like the 26. Ryan Palmer is going to be shown the leader once they cycle around, I do believe. Or it's going to be the 72, the 26. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the 26.
Is he possibly out of fuel?
I don't think so. You know what? Maybe the 26 was involved, going to the rear. Very well could be. I don't know. He's pulling over. Yeah, maybe. Or, okay, maybe he fit it in, I don't know. He got an EOLL.
I'm not sure, but I thought I heard him sputtering. I wonder if he's low on fuel.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Just a lap or two, we saw the 83 go in under green. And we know earlier a few of these cars did not pit with everybody else, so it could be.
26 in, getting some tires. And some gas, obviously. 97, though, Corey Deal is probably pretty happy. He's still running 5th. Can't be too all unhappy. Everybody's got fresh tires. And we only have 46 laps to go. We're getting down to crunch time. I know they can't do 46 laps on a tank of gas, so I'm sure they're still going to have to pit again, so it should be interesting. 2 tires, 4 tires, pit, gas, it should be interesting.
Yeah, most definitely. As soon as the 26 got left side tires and hit the ground, he was out of this. I don't think they did any repairs on any damage. I was thinking he was really pretty low on fuel. Seems odd to be the only one going in the pits by himself if that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that, Rich.
Maybe he's trying to stretch an extra lap out of the fuel tank. Lights are off on the pace car. Looks like your race leader is going to be the 72. Followed by the 38. 38 is back up towards the front again. And then third place, 33 of Martin Karch. So 3 speed demons up front. This ought to get interesting going into turn 1. Pace car pulls off the track. They're coming out of turn 4, looking at the flag stand, looking for that green flag. Green flag goes down. Oh, he missed the gear. The 38's going to go high. Oh, he recovers and holds the 38 off. Unbelievable.
Matt Smith saying, hey, not so quick, Austin Penny. I'm the leader, and I want to stay here.
Oh, he missed a gear plain as day on that restart, too. I was shocked he didn't get run over. needless to say, he holds Austin off. Austin drops back into second place.
I'll tell you what, he got the 97, still running fifth, hanging up with those guys still. Car's still fast, so obviously nothing wrong with the car. He just needed to get some tires.
Yeah, and we knew that too, because he stayed out, quite a few times when everybody else pitted, and it was just a matter of time. We knew before he was going to get passed, so now he should be right back in sync with everybody else, and should be able to be pretty competitive with them. He's got a few cars to get around, though, before he can get up there and start battling.
Oh, he got some tough cars to get around. The 42, Mike Kelby and those stuff. Now there's a car for the 38. Well, look at the 72, though. Matt Smith, he's actually stretching it out just a little bit.
He's definitely doing a good job of holding Austin off. So now, Chris, I think we have a race. We're looking at 40 laps to go. We know we're going to have to stop at least once for fuel. We got a good portion of the fast cars up front right now. I think things are going to start getting dicey.
I do believe you're right, Rich. We definitely got the cream of the crop, if you will. I hate to say that, but these guys have been running up front basically the whole race. Some of the cars had some bad luck. It looks like the top five are starting to pull away from the last top, the bottom five, if you will. 2 miles spin coming into play. I doubt it. Everyone's gonna have to pit anyways. Tires definitely 2 or 4. Definitely gonna have to be 2 at least. Come to the end. If we go green, I really would love to see it go green, and then be interested to see what people decide to do.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Just a lap ago, the 97 was able to get under the 42. 42 took the corner high, bounced off the wall, and since then, the top 4 have started pulling away from the 42.
I'm just looking at the fastest times, and 97 back up on top now, running at 22.765 at the fastest lap. Martin Parks with the second fastest. Definitely 97 able to pick it up when he needs to. I think he's probably pacing himself. He might have learned his lesson with his tires, maybe. That could be. Top 3, 4, actually 97 falling off a little bit now, Rich. Or I'm sorry, actually 97 is with the lead. The top 3 is 42 falling off.
Oh, we just saw the caution flag.
Oh no. Well, Rich, I suck. There's only so many cars on the track. I do not know why we're under caution.
I think I found it. It looks like the number 64 is Steve Slaughter.
You see everybody coming out pit road. 38, 33.
It looks
97.
It looks like the 64 came down on the 68, and they got together, and it looks like the 64 Steve Slaughter got the worst of that bargain.
Oh no, Rich. I think the leader has a penalty. He's pulling low on the track, coming out of the pits. I think the 72 of Matt Smith may have got caught for speeding because he's just all up to the rear.
Well, this pit cycle is definitely going to shuffle up the crowd a little bit.
Look who's going to be leading. It's going to be the 42 of Mike Kelby with the 38 of Austin Penny behind him, and none other than Corey, the real deal, is going to be running third. He had a great pit stop. Heartbreak for the 72, Matt Smith. He's running out of laps. He's got 33 laps to go. Boy, I don't know. I don't know if he can get back up there.
So we have narrowed our field down a little bit more. We're now sitting on 12 cars, only one car not on the lead lap. Currently the 83 is 2 laps down, but looks like we lost the 82 and the 40 recently.
Actually, it shows the 40 as ejected. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was going to say something. Isn't that interesting?
The 40. Oh, that's Jack Strosky.
Yeah, he was doing so well early in the race, and then at one point we were shockingly realized he was 3 laps down out of nowhere, and slowly was gaining his laps back. I don't know that he was involved in anything recently.
I do not see him in the list, so it looks like he probably might have been unhappy with something. But the lights are out on the pace car, so looks like we're about ready to go green with 31 laps to go.
We got a new race leader. Number 42 is currently sitting up front, followed by the 38, 97, and 33. That's your top 4. 22 is going to round out the top 5, and this is going to get very interesting.
It's definitely going to get interesting, Rich, and I'm telling you, that's your winner. The 42, 30, 97, 33, I think that's where your winner is going to be, one of those 4.
33 jumps off high. He's going to get around the 97 almost immediately. They're getting stacked up a little behind him. The 38 goes down low on the 42. 33 is going to follow him by. Oh, he doesn't quite clear it.
97 coming on the inside of Mike Kelby, the 42, trying to follow Martin Parks through there. Still, Corey Deal trying to get under the 42.
And
Martin, 33.
Martin is going after the 38. It looks like the 42 just got bumped. He's up in the corner.
You can definitely tell, Rich, it's getting down to no less give and more take. 42 and 97 running so close together. I think it's going to be one of those racing things, unfortunately.
Most definitely. Looks like Martin races back for the caution. He now has the lead. It's going to get tense.
Yeah, looks like the 97 and the 42 are just battling for the same spot, and they get that just side glitch thing, you know. That's what it looks like. Let me go to the helicopter to see if I can get a different view, maybe. You know, Rich, looking at it, I hate to say it, but it's that I really think it's that dreaded recent incident where 2 cars are so close and 1 car gets the raw end of the deal. Unfortunately, I really think that's what happened.
Yeah, it could be the box of the car from the mod. It could be a little excessive squeezing. Could just be racing. I mean, it is getting towards the end. People are starting to get a little tense.
I don't know if you noticed there, Rich, the 97 is out.
Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, yes, look at that. The 97th is now out of the race.
Wow, how the heck did that happen?
Oh, that's crazy.
Man, I think there's a full moon out or something. There's some crazy stuff been going on. He just gets third place back, and they're under caution, and somehow he loses the gearbox. Well, I can safely say I'm pretty safe that that's going to be one of your winners, is the 33, the 38. I think, or one of the two. I mean, I just don't see anybody else going to have nothing for those two. The 72, though, just saying, is up to 5th. So, I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess. We only got 26 to go, but...
I don't think it's possible. I don't think the 13 can do anything. I think he's got too much damage for those two front cars. I think I agree with you. It's going to be one of those two front cars unless something drastically happens to him.
The only thing I can think of is 72 gets up to 3rd, and then there's another yellow. Because then the 72, you know, is going to be up there. I still think they got to pit again. Still, I think. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but maybe they got enough gas now. But still, you know, 15-10 to go. A caution comes out. I mean,
if that happens, that's going to even the whole field. Right now, I think there's a major fuel strategy going on, and I think there's a few cars that are going to make it.
Well, I was just informed that if you are missing any kind of gear during the race when you retire, it will say gearbox, apparently. So maybe the 97, I don't know, for whatever reason, felt bad or something and retired. I don't know. I can imagine.
Yeah, well, if he lost a gear and it's 3rd or 4th, he's going to lose the pack pretty quick right away. So it'll take him forever to try to gain it just running in 4th or whatever gear they're running. So losing a gear here could probably hurt you pretty bad anyway.
Yeah, I did the fun race last night, and I actually lost 4th, and I stayed in 3rd, and I actually was leading the race and pulling away. I was getting run down a little bit towards the end of the run, but 3rd gear, man, I tell you what, you could really rev the heck out of it. You're taking, you know, your car's transmission into your own hands, but and if you lost 3rd and had 4th, yeah, you're going to be slow on the start, but I wouldn't retire. I don't know. We'll have to, you know, after the race, figure it out.
Well, here we go. Pace car is out, off the track. Martin's looking at the flag stand. We're going green. Looks like a pretty even jump. The 38's going to stay behind the 33. Nobody's diving down low. Looks like we got one going high, the 13. He's going to get around the 38 possibly. He's challenging the leader on the top side. Can you believe what we're seeing?
I'm not believing it. I think I'm dreaming. I don't know. I don't see. I think what it is that 13 can drive the car so hard for 4 or 5 laps, and then basically, you know, they run him back down. I think that's what he does. I mean, because that's really about the only way I can explain it.
I mean, he's in a damaged car, and he is passing the 2 faster cars on the track on the top side, and he has now got the lead. Martin is not having it. He is challenging him back on the low side again. And we're under caution. Looks like they're racing back for that caution, and looks like your race leader is going to be the 13 at Justin Collision. It's getting pretty crazy out there. Now, this is definitely going to give them the end of the race. They're going to have less than 20 to go when they get rolling.
I see your caution. It's going to be for the 68 to 64. The 64 is going to end up on its hood. 68 to 64 get tangled. 64 is going to end up being a turtle on the track. Looks like he's going to get towed. Cars blinking in and out, but that's basically what happens there. They get tangled up. 68 drives away, and as I do, the 64 is upside down on his roof.
Here we're watching the replay. 68's going to go down low on the 64, kind of push up into him, and spins the 64 around. They get connected again, and it looks like, yeah, the 68 just is all wrapped up in him. They're joined for a while, driving through the corner. Wow. Did you see that?
That's amazing. The 64 ends up on his roof. He has to get a toe in, so yeah.
They were like joined at the hips. It was funny.
2 magnets.
Oh my, we've seen some interesting things tonight in this race, but we are getting down to the nitty gritty. Chris, would you believe that the 97 is still holding on to the fastest lap of the race so far?
Well, that could be challenged, especially these guys get down. I mean, 17 to go. I figure if they wanted tires, they probably would have pitted already. So I probably don't see that being challenged. I doubt it. But then again, who knows? That 13 could come out of nowhere and do it the way he's been going.
It looks like the pace car is going to take another lap around still.
So it looks like we're going to have, probably around 15 to go by the time they actually go green. Maybe 16. 15. Yep. The lights are off on the pace car, so we'll be going green flag next time by. Going to have Justin Collison, 13 with his battered car. He's going to be in the lead. 33 Martin Karch, and then you got 38. I still say it's going to be the 33 or the 38, but the 13, I mean, it defies everything. I just don't know how he's doing it, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. It's going to be down to the 38 and the 33. I don't think the 13 is going to be up there towards the end. I don't think he's got enough car to stay up there. But you never know.
that is true.
And we're green flag racing. It looks like they're gotten the jump on him already. Martin's going to go ahead on the low side, but Justin's going to stay up top, and he's going to maintain that first place. And he just pulls away from him.
Wow. See the 38 of Austin Penny is starting to challenge Martin Karch for second. Meanwhile, the 13's holding everybody off. Unbelievable. I can't believe that 13 is still up there. It's amazing. Coming up on 12 to go. 13.
Oh, we got one around 72.
Oh, no.
That's going to bring out the caution. I think the leaders took it that time by. I don't think they beat it.
You see Matt Smith going into the corner, just gets loose and around he goes. Rich, I drove that setup last night, and it felt really good. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying too hard, perhaps. Maybe I'm not quite sure. I think that's the end for the 72 as well. You pulled over.
Yeah, it looks like just a solo spin, got loose, didn't touch anything. He didn't even hit anything as he was finishing, it looks like. Oh, he just scraped the wall a little bit there. I thought he was going to hit that guardrail going into the pits and them water barrels, but luckily he missed them. That would have been rough. So there you have it, another caution. We're going to be restarting this race with less than 10 to go. I don't think the aggression's over yet, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Rich, unfortunately. Well, I've just been informed, Rich, they called that caution that we were talking about earlier with the 97. With the helicopter view I showed you, looked like to me it looked like the outside car came down. Apparently they called it on 97, so apparently he had to park.
I gotcha.
I don't know if I agree with that, regardless of what car it is. That looked like it was the other car on the outside.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people don't necessarily like that, but a lot of leagues run that rule that basically means, you spin the car twice, you have to park it, or you spin the car 3 times, you got to park it. Because sometimes, the setup just isn't for you, or the track just isn't for you, and it's no sense in having a caution fest, all night with everybody else that's able to adapt to it. So it has its advantages, that's for sure. It just sucks when you're on the other end of the table. It's a shame, too, because he had a fast car and he was going to be a contender, but that gearbox probably would have messed him up enough to be out of it anyway, I think.
Well, I think what happened, I'm just throwing this out there, is when apparently the 17 called the caution on the 97, and apparently that's what stuck, and then he was told he had to park, and probably, I'm guessing, might have just slammed her down into first or whatnot and blowed the old gearbox or something.
Yeah, that could be. It's real easy to take your aggression out in your car when you can just push a reset button, right?
Yeah, well, that's a tough break for Corey Deal. You definitely had a fast car. Unbiasedly, I mean, it's both cars are out of the race, but I think that could have been called just a racing deal, or at the least on the 17. But that's not my call. So all I know is we got 9 laps to go.
And it looks like we're going to be looking 8 laps when we get the green as the lights out. Most definitely lights are out. Pace car pulls off the track. And the front 5 cars are bunched up. 6th place, 7th place, all getting bunched up bumper to bumper. Green flag drops, 13 jumps off. 33 is looking low. The 38's going to follow him and try this again, but we know Justin's pretty tough to pass when he's got that high side. And looks like he's going to hang on to it and come out of there with a good run and maintain first place still. Martin's trying again going into turn 3. He's got the low side. And Martin just clears him coming off of turn 4. We have a new leader.
I think it was just a matter of time. I don't see the 13 getting back under him.
Oh, he just did. He went right back under again. And Martin pulls a swap and goes right back below him and right around him. They're bumping. The 38 spins.
Oh, no.
Wow.
to be honest with you, I think the 13 may have to go to the pits and calm down because he's driving like a madman.
Wow, that's going to mess the 38th race up now. Looks like 33 is going to hold on to first place. Meanwhile, 13 adjusting collision is going to sit in second.
I mean, at what point, Rich, do you say the 33 and the 38 are faster and doing that dive bob move like that probably didn't, make that 33 too happy, I don't think. I mean, I know it's racing, but, at some point you can't be doing those kind of things, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Will it get a green flag restart? I think we will.
I think we will too. It might be 2 to go. Looking back at the replay now, what got the 38 around? Unbelievable crossover.
Well, I tell you who's in the pits getting tires, and the car probably doesn't have any damage or that much, if much at all. Looking at the replay right now, see the dive bomb on the 13. The 33 got the 13 out of shape, and the 13 is so loosey-goosey, and the 38 just, when the 13 got loose and was fishtailing, it hit the 38's front end and spun him. I think.
Yeah, the 38 hit the inside wall pretty good too, so I think he's gonna be pretty tough to get back up there. He doesn't have enough time left.
Yeah, the 13. I mean, if they're calling that other one on the 97, that's got to be called on the 13. I mean, him being loose like that, his car came down and spun the 38. I mean, I don't know how they're calling it, but I would think that's how they should call it.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like the 38 hit the 13 from behind. I don't know how that shifted him sideways and got him under, right? Because it didn't look like there was any side-to-side contact. So I don't know. That's going to be a tough call.
Well, from what I saw the replay, from the angle I saw, the 13 was loose, left, right, loose, and when he came down, the 38 was just coming, try to get by him, and then the 13's left rear hit the front end, the right front end of the 38. But yeah, I don't think the 38's going to get back. He hit the wall pretty good, so I doubt he's going to get back up there.
So here we go. Lights are still on, aren't they?
They are. Maybe we won't.
We may not see green.
I don't think we will. No, I don't think we got it this time. I don't think we will. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We still might get a one lap shootout, but
that would be interesting to see him go the final lap green, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I just was told it's not going to go green, so that's probably going to be the end, I think.
Well, that drastically changes first, second, and third place.
We are going green.
Look at there.
The lights on the pace car are out. Oh no, we're going to have ourselves a Donnybrook. Wow. It's showing lap 199 of 200, so yeah, I guess it's going to be a one-lap shootout somehow. That's the way it looks. It's going to be lap 200.
Yeah, in theory, the pace car should pull in this time. They should take the green and white flag at the same time.
So, Rich, what do you think the 13's going to do?
I don't know. I would not want to be Martin right now. We are going green, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 33 comes off of turn 4. He's looking at the flag stand. He's going to have a good start. Green flag, and he goes. 13 is looking at the high side. He's strong on the high. He goes way wide. I don't know if he messed him up or not.
Oh.
Looks like Martin's going to hold him off coming out of 2.
Oh, 13 almost wrecked.
Down the backstretch into turn 3. The 13 goes deep into turn 3. 33 is going to stay low. Hang on to him. They're side by side coming off of 4. Oh, the 13 takes the race.
No, I cannot believe it.
After smacking the wall, he still takes the race coming off turn 4. Amazing.
Have you ever seen? I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say.
Unbelievable finish. Green, white checker finish. Your race winner is the number 13, followed by the 33 and the 22. That's your top 3 for the event.
Mike Massey got 4th. Wow.
Simply amazing.
I'm gonna have to rewind that just to see it again. I would have thought that the 33 would have protected the outside, but he got down a little too low. The 33 Martin Karch got a little loose, and that's all she wrote. 13 hit the ball again for like the 8th time.
Here's your race winner doing his donuts. I'm not sure what the 38 is doing out there, but let him get his winning spins. Congratulations, number 13. We'll get a hold of these drivers here just in a moment. Gonna have to see if we can't get a hold of these guys. If you want, we'll see if we can get the 22, 33, and 13 up in here. We'll find the third place finisher, the 22 first.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
So, Chris, see if you can't get a hold of the 22, Justin McLeod down there somewhere. Looks like he finished 3rd place. See if we can get an interview on him.
Yeah, Justin McLeod, you got Chris here up in the booth?
Yeah, got a copy.
Wow, what a finish to that race. At the end there, what did you see and what were you thinking when you saw that 13 driving high, wide, and handsome like he did? Were you hoping that maybe they get into each other and you could actually still win the race?
Yeah, I was hoping that they would tangle up. That's all we could really hope for at this race. We started at the back and we just kept our nose out of all the wrecks and stuff like that and ended up finishing 3rd.
Exactly. That's throughout the race, we've seen you running sort of kind of mid-pack, maybe a little bit in the back. You'd get yourself 4th and 5th. Never really could get out there in the lead, but when it came down to like say the last restart, I mean, were you thinking it's either checkers or wreckers, or are we just going to say, hey, I can get a top 3 and I'll be happy with that?
Yeah, I was just trying to hold on to 3rd place here. I was kind of happy where we were. If the leaders wrecked, they wrecked, and then we'd go to victory lane. But, good race on Justin Collison's part for pulling off the win there on the outside. It was entertaining to watch where I was sitting at.
Right. Well, hey, I think you ran a good, smart race. There was a lot of fast cars that got wrecked out. Strange things happen, as we all know. Rich, what do you got for Justin here?
Actually, I'm down here in pit road. I got a hold of Martin in the 33. Martin, unbelievable finish. I thought for sure those last couple laps you had the race tied up, and then out of nowhere everything changed and everything went crazy. I just couldn't believe it. How was it from your driver's seat?
Well, I'm still in disbelief. I tried something on that last restart that I probably shouldn't have.
I hear that. There was a couple laps in before the end. There was some unbelievable lap exchanges or lead exchanges between the 13, and the 38, and it was just, made the stands get on their feet. It was so amazing, doing some crossovers back and forth, probably changing leads 3 times through 1 lap. It was simply amazing. I want to congratulate you on your 2nd place finish. Still a heck of a finish at this race. And anybody there you want to give a shout out to or anything?
I'd like to thank everybody that put this event on and my main sponsor, Wicked Designs.
All right, there you have it from our 2nd place finish, number 33, Martin Karch. Chris, did you get a hold of our race winner? Is he down there with you?
Yes, Rich, I do have Justin Collison. Amazing finish there, Justin. First of all, I'd like to know if you could tell me how many times you scraped or hit the wall during the race.
Uh, can't even count them on my hand.
Well, I was thinking it's probably around 8 or 9. How were you able to keep your car with the rear end like it was from, spinning? It had to have been loose for you. Apparently, your strategy had to be run the high side, with your car like that. Were you able just to get that much, better of a run through the corners on the restarts with your car like that?
Honestly, from the beginning of the race, I was trying to work the outside the whole race. I got caught up in a few accidents, which kind of brought the tailpiece of the car off, and it actually freed the car up where I was able to get off the corner better. The car just turned perfect.
Well, I tell you, you had Rich and I sort of kind of dumbfounded it, throughout the race where you could be fast or so fast with your car like that. You drove a heck of a race. I mean, really, congratulations to you. It looked like at some points in the race you could get in front of the 38, the 33 of Martin, and even the 97 of Corey Deal. I mean, and then after 3 or 4 laps, did you perhaps run your car too hard, or did your car just get a little loose on you, or did you just sort of kind of, were they just on fresher tires, you think?
Honestly, I was just thinking big picture. I got ahead of them because I thought it would be a shorter run, but then cautions started coming out, and cautions breed cautions, so I just started letting them by and letting them take off and wear up their equipment, and we're standing here in victory lane.
Well, you are the winner of the All-Star 150. I mean, do you have anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors, teammates, anything like that?
I want to thank Mike Massey for putting on this race. All the guys from All-Star Sim Racing, they a heck of a league to run at. I got to thank my sponsor, London Recreational Racing. They're supporting me in real racing and the sim racing gig. I got to thank my girlfriend for letting me do this.
Well, I'll tell you what, Justin Collison and Justin McLeod and Martin Karch, to be honest with you guys, I'm about as honest as they come. I only had one car picked to be in the top 3, and that was Martin Karch from what I, was seeing throughout the race, because the 38 was so strong, the 97 was strong, the 72 was so strong, the 13, Justin Collison, you just were sort of kind of sporadic there for a little while, but as we all know, it's a long race, this is like, midway through the race and stuff, but you guys did what you had to do. Congratulations to all 3 of you guys. It was interesting. I wish there could have been less cautions, but there was some absolutely crazy racing at times, and you guys stuck it out. You toughed it out. You guys worked through everything, and you guys deserve to finish where you guys finished. Rich, you got anything for these young guys?
No, just wanted to thank them for putting on such a heck of a show. I mean, it took us a while to get rolling, but once we got rolling and towards the end, it was definitely stand on your feet watching the show. So congratulations to all the drivers that were there, and congratulations to our top 3 that we interviewed tonight. And I can't wait to see the next one. You guys put on a heck of a show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So there you have it, live broadcast of DRTV with Blue Streak Motorsports. This is their All-Star Racing Group edition, running tonight. They also run iRacing series, they run a dirt series, and a short track asphalt series. So check them out on Facebook, check them out at their website, and good bunch of guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night.